OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn coming at you with a new weekly video. I hope that you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. If you celebrate, I hope you had some good food, got to spend some time with family. As you can see, I am taking down my fall decor in preparation to put up our Christmas decorations. If you are new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new down in the comments section? I would love to welcome you and say hello back to you. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. So the video this week is going to be me getting already did my kitchen Christmas decorate. I'm going to get the family room here decorated for Christmas. And I wanted to share with you a super yummy breakfast idea. I don't know if you do Christmas breakfast, but we usually do. And I actually had a craving for it. So I made all of the stuff and I'm going to share it with you today. So if you've been with me for a while, then you know I've only been decorating for a couple of years now. So this is only my second time decorating for fall, and it's definitely my favorite one. So I hate to see it go because I loved how my family room turned out. But it is time to get into the Christmas spirit. My girls have just been dying to have Christmas decorations put up. And the day I'm doing this is actually the day after Thanksgiving. They've already decorated their rooms. They've had their rooms decorated for a couple of weeks, but I'm just pulling down all of the fall decor now, and I'm going to get it stored so that I can pull up the Christmas decorations. And look at that. You got both of the boys, Clark and Tom, in this shot. I think you're going to get to see the whole family in this video. So I know this is a Christmas decorate and Christmas breakfast idea. I mean, really, you could do the breakfast anytime you want. But I got to share a plant update with you because I'm so darn excited. And some of y'all aren't going to care, but for any of y'all that love plants, nobody really in my family is excited as I am. And I got to share the excitement with somebody that I know is going to get excited with me. You know, that's why I always tell you in every video, like, I'd love to hear what you're working on because it's just so fun to share with somebody that gets excited for you. And when you guys tell me about projects you're working on, I get excited for you. It might not seem like a big deal or it might not be exciting to somebody in the house. So while we're on that subject, I would love to hear what you are working on. Definitely feel free to share it down in the comments with me. So I'm cleaning up real quick, but let me share my super exciting plant update with you. I don't even remember what video it was. Maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Anyways, I shared with you that I ordered my first ever plant online. I've only ever bought my plants. I had 1, 2, I'm counting them, 4. I have 4 plants now. I got them all from Walmart. And I decided to go ahead and place an order. I ordered from an Etsy seller. And I wanted a Hoya. And so I ordered a Hoya Bella Luis Boyce, I think is how you say it. There's so many different varieties of Bella. So anyways, if you're a plant lover, I think you're going to get excited for me. But I was so dang excited. So if you watch that video, then you know the package arrived a day early. And it was sitting in my mailbox from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. And we had snow. So it was freezing cold outside. And when I actually checked my delivery updates, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this plant delivered a day early. It's been sitting in the mailbox all dang day. Pause the story to say, I showed you that. I got this little clock from Goodwill because I love clocks like this. Anyways, I just changed the battery. Guess what? My dang grandfather clock broke again. The pendulum won't swing, so it's not keeping time or anything. I'm like just heartbroken over that. So I'm going to have to call that guy back. Oh, OMG, it cost me. When did I fix that grandfather clock? It's got to be close to a year now. It cost me $600. I hope it's not going to be that expensive to fix it again. I'm going to get back to the plant story in 1 second. But I'm tearing this down because I bought this cot. It's a dog cot for Clark, and he never uses it. So it's just taking up space. So I'm going to tear it down, and I'm just going to donate it. I think I'm going to donate it to the Humane Society. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. All right, back to my plant story. So my poor plant, brand new little plant, sitting in the mailbox for 10 hours, whatever it was, in the freezing cold. I pull it in the house, and thank goodness I opened it with you guys, and it was alive. The top 2 leaves were a little bit wilty looking, and I had messaged the seller, and she's like, well, you might lose the top 2 leaves, but I think it's going to be okay. And so I think it was delivered on November 1st. So anyways, OMG, I had to message the seller to verify this. Look at my Hoya. First of all, it's shooting out 2 new leaves, and it got a dang peduncle. The wilted leaves bounced back just fine. And my gosh, peduncle. Is that not the funnest word ever invented? Peduncle. I've been just walking around the house looking at the girls saying peduncle. Pause the plant story again. This has been sitting in my basement for a long time, not wrapped up. So I pulled the leaf blower out so that I could just blow it off and make sure I got any dust off, and in case there was any insects living in it. Okay, finish the plant story. So anyways, I am beyond excited that my little Hoya bounced right back. It's getting 2 new leaves, and it has a dang peduncle. The seller, I messaged the seller. I said, is this a peduncle? Because I did not expect that with only having this plant for a month. And she said, yes, that's exactly what it is. And they get extra thirsty when they get peduncles. So make sure you're paying attention to that, and it might flower. Sometimes you get a peduncle on a Hoya and it doesn't flower. I'm crossing my fingers that it does flower. All right, so this is not the Christmas tree that you saw last year. My really big 25 plus year Christmas tree that my husband and I got when we first got married, I'm putting in the front room because I don't want to move. Last year I had it in the corner by the sliding glass, and now I have a chest set up there, and I don't want to move any of that. So this is a tree that we bought when we moved into this house. Because we went from a very small 1,100 square foot house to this house, like double the size. And so I was super excited to have 2 Christmas trees. So we bought this in 2011 from Kmart. Who remembers Kmart? Gosh, do I miss Kmart. It's a Martha Stewart. It's a pre-lit tree. And it is the biggest pain in the butt I have ever seen. You know, the new pre-lit trees, I don't have one, so I'm just guessing here from what I've seen other people do. You plug it in, and then when you stick the pieces of the tree in, it just lights the rest of it up. What do you mean? Well, I got 2 so far. But I'm trying to find, like, here's a plug, and there's another.
Oh, no, there's...
I can't find. Yeah, there's another plug, but where's the part to plug it in?
Exactly.
Collectively, over the past 11 years, I would say my husband and I have spent, I don't know, a good 20 hours of our life trying to figure out how to get this tree to work the way it did the first year we bought it. Oh, here's one.
Probably this one.
Okay, this is nothing. Nothing.
Same thing I went through.
So instead of like the new style where it has one plug and you just connect the pieces and they all work, no, this one has 7 or 8 plugs inside the tree, along with 7 or 6 outlets that you have to plug them into. They're not marked. I actually have the box. So I have like the model number of this tree and everything. I've Googled it, I've YouTubed it. The only thing I can find on Google is a whole bunch of people, and I'm talking a whole bunch of people saying the same thing that I'm asking. How do you get this tree back together? It should be easy. We've tried it from starting at the top and working our way down. I don't know why all the pieces aren't marked. They should be. That would have made it so much easier. We've tried it starting at the bottom and working our way up. And it just makes sense. Like each piece, it comes in 3 pieces, should have to plug into each other, except for each piece has multiple plugs and multiple outlets. If you have a 2011 Martha Stewart tree from Kmart or wherever you bought it from, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is literally the biggest pain in the butt. I think right now I have an extension cord on this because I wanted to make sure that all of the lights were actually working, and that wasn't what the issue was. So I plugged every single piece in just to make sure all of the lights were still working, which they are. But trying to figure out what goes into what, it's like virtually impossible. And hide the dang extension cord. I don't know if you heard what I just said, but I said, let's just forget it. We have all the lights working. 2 of the plugs are plugged into the extension cord because no matter what we plug them into, then everything else goes out. I said, let's just hide. We'll turn the tree and hide the extension cord because we've already spent an hour on this day trying to figure this stupid tree out. OMG. It's a pretty tree, and it's slim, and it fits in smaller spaces, but oh my gosh, it has given us so much grief. Anyways, that's what we're doing. We're just leaving the stupid extension cord in because we got all the lights on now, and I just hid it towards the back because I'm not dealing with this dang tree anymore, or wasting any more time on it. And most of the audio I had to cut out from my husband because there were several curse words coming out of his mouth. So now me and Viv are putting up, oh, look at that. Look at you got Donna Jean. Me and Viv are working on the mantle and just getting our little garland up on the mantle. Every year I pull this out, I'm like, oh, I forgot how small and thin this was. Maybe I should get a bigger one. But it's pretty, and it works just great. The only thing is it doesn't come with lights in like the middle of the garland. So I just fixed that up by pulling out one of my battery-operated string lights and wrapping that around the middle. The girls and I went to Target, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I did buy just a couple of things that I saw that I liked. And then we actually went to Hobby Lobby this weekend, not on this day. I kind of finished decorating and then could kind of see what I still needed or wanted to get. But I got a lot of decorations. Christmas has been the only holiday that I've ever decorated for. So I already had a lot of decorations from years past and then got some new ones last year. So I didn't need a whole bunch this year. But I'm hanging up the stockings, and we had a little tragedy. Somehow I cannot find Viviana's stocking that matches Donna Jean's.
No, we don't have matching ones.
Yes, you do. Oh, no, you don't, Viviana. You need one smaller.
I seriously do not know where that
Yeah, well,
It's not matching.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what it is. As you could hear, Donna Jean was quite upset. Viviana has a bad habit of taking her stocking after Christmas and taking it up to her room. Well, her stocking had broke one year, and so I had ordered her a new one that I've had for like 2 or 3 years. And I ended up being able to fix her stocking. So I just had like a spare one, and it's much smaller and not exactly matching. So Anyways, and I switched all the stockings around and I didn't even realize I was recording. Why am I recording?
Stop it.
So I'm going to get all the bookshelves decorated now. I already cleaned them all off and I'm not changing everything around. I'm just basically changing out fall decor for Christmas decor. And everything I have already had that I'm putting up so far, except for this new candle holder that I bought from Target this year. I think it's from the Hearth and Hand line. And then I did get these flickering flameless taper candles. And oh my gosh, I love them. I've tried to order some before off Amazon. I did get these from Amazon and they looked so fake and so terrible. These look so real. I love them so, so much. Anything I can link, I will link. But I got this wreath from Walmart last year, stuff from Hobby Lobby. I had most of this stuff from last year, except for the candle holder and the new taper candles. And this is a picture that my mom made me years and years ago. So I'm going to put that up with another Santa. I think I got that Santa from TJ Maxx last year, maybe. And I did get this from Target, this little battery-operated tree. And then this I also got from Target. I loved that holder, and I bought a few stems from Target. I love just putting Christmas ornaments, just like bulbs, into trays or baskets. I think that's super easy, and it looks super festive. So I have this tray here on this side of the bookshelf that I'm going to fill with some Christmas bulbs. And then I have a basket over on the other side that I'm going to fill up with Christmas bulbs. And the sun was starting to go down when I first filmed this. So sorry about the terrible lighting. I did finally turn the light on in the family room so I could see what I was doing. And it gives a little bit better lighting for filming as well. This was a new purchase from Hobby Lobby. I wanted something for this tray on the coffee table, and so I bought this little wreath with a basically a candle holder that has a bird on it, and putting some more candles. And this I got last year from Hobby Lobby that I know my grandkids will love because it's Mickey Mouse and he plays a Christmas tune. And I'm telling you, I love these dang taper candles. My husband turned them off last night. There's a little switch on the bottom. It also comes with a remote control. And he goes, these feel real. I'm like, I know. They're so good. I got this little lantern snow globe couponing. I love it. It has cardinals in it. And then I found this cardinal at Hobby Lobby and I had to buy it. You know, I love my birds outside. I changed their seed. I've been giving them a different seed and it's attracting different kind of birds. I saw for the first time yesterday a yellow, wait a second, I gotta look this up. Not yellow, a red-bellied woodpecker. I was like, oh my gosh, what are you? The seed I was feeding them had a lot of the smaller seeds in it, and they were leaving them. So I just started giving them, like, I don't know, it has like a lot of sunflowers in it and some fruits and things. So I'm getting all kinds of different birds, and I love it. Not that I don't love seeing the sparrows and things, but I have not seen a red-bellied woodpecker yet this year, and I finally saw one, so I was so darn excited. All right, I had this last year. I got this from Walmart last year. I don't know if they have it this year or not. And I put it in my dining room last year. I decided, since I'm not putting a tree up, this was the corner I put my tree up last year, I'm just going to put this over here. And I think it looks super duper cute here. I still have just a couple more things to do in the family room to finish up, but I'm going to go ahead and get my breakfast casserole started. And this is an egg casserole. So if you like egg casserole, it is so delicious. I found this recipe, I think, for Easter. Maybe I was searching for an egg casserole and I found it on Pinterest. I'm going to pop a screenshot up of the ingredients you need and the baking instructions, because I don't know where the post is that I actually found. But it's 8 eggs, two 12-ounce cans of condensed milk. And I had eggs that were just about getting ready to expire. And that was one reason why I decided to make it. Plus, I was just craving it. Everybody loved this casserole, except for my very picky eater girls. It's a fourth a tablespoon of salt and pepper. I'm just eyeballing it, and I usually always add extra pepper. So I'm just whisking this all together. And then there's a couple other ingredients that go right in the pan, and you put the egg mixture over it. I think it calls for 6 cups of hash browns, like the shredded hash browns. I thought I had a brand new bag of shredded hash browns in the freezer, and I did not. And I remember I've made this twice now, and I did not add 6 cups. That seemed like too much to me, but you may want to add 6 cups. I might have had 3 cups in this bag, and this was all I had, and I wasn't running to the store, so I just made it work. And I did already pop that screenshot up, and I'll pop the baking instructions up in just a second, so hopefully you took a screenshot if you want to try this. This is my favorite kitchen gadget. It's a cheese shredder, vegetable shredder. So I'm going to shred up the cheese, and it is called for jalapeno pepper jack cheese. And I think the only name that my store sells in this particular flavor of cheese is Boar's Head. So it's a little bit more expensive. And I can't even remember what it calls for on the recipe. You already saw it, but I just shred up the whole block of cheese and put it right over top the hash browns. And I was a little bit worried because I don't love super spicy stuff, but it really is not. It just gives a teeny little bit of spice. It's like the perfect amount. I was actually going to try a different type of cheese because it said you could substitute Swiss cheese, which I love Swiss, but I'm so glad I went with this kind. And then I think the recipe calls for a half of a cup. Oh, ham also. You can do Canadian bacon or ham. I just got the little cubes of ham. My grocery store had them on sale, so I'm just spreading those around. And then it called for a half a cup of chopped up green onion. I had 2 in my refrigerator, so I'm just making it work. And here's the baking instructions. You bake it on 350 for an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm pouring the egg over it with the condensed milk in it and the salt and pepper. And I'm going to store this in the refrigerator overnight. And I find everybody's oven is different. I think I baked it for an hour and 10 minutes and it was definitely done. So just go, I think the recipe says an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes, but an hour and 10 minutes was good for me. While I have my cheese shredder out, I'm going to go ahead and shred up a block of extra sharp cheddar and half a block of sharp cheddar for some delicious sausage balls that I will be making in the morning. And every time I make that egg casserole, it warms up for leftovers beautifully. I usually have it for 2 or 3 days after if we have enough leftover. It doesn't go to waste. I love it so much. Definitely would love to hear, what do you like to make if you make something as a Christmas breakfast or a Christmas brunch? Now, I made these sausage balls, I think last Christmas was the first year I had ever made them. I saw the recipe over on Jessica O'Donoghue's channel. I'll link her video down in the description box. It's her Uncle Mark's recipe, and it is so darn easy and so darn good. It's the first time I've ever made sausage balls, and Grayson was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "They're sausage balls." And she kind of turned up her nose, and then she tried one. Now she asked me to make them whenever we're doing any type of brunch. Donna Jean, who is a picky eater, loves these things. She asked me to make them as well. She was so excited when I told her I was going to make sausage balls. So I'm using 1 3/4 cup of Bisquick. I'll be using the cheese I already shredded up, which I already told you about. Now, Jessica's Uncle Mark, he uses, I think, 1 block of cheddar and then a half a block of sharp. I did extra sharp and sharp instead of versus just regular cheddar. I don't, because I like sharp cheddar cheese. And then a package of, I think this is Bob Evans zesty sausage. It's like, no, it's like hot sausage, I think is what it's called. And it does have a teeny little bit of a kick, but not bad. But this is it, just these 3 products. And then you just get in here with your hands and you mix everything up. The first time I ever mixed this stuff up, I did not think it was all going to mix together because there's no wet ingredients. But it takes like 5 minutes by hand to mix this all up. But it did finally work. And my hands hurt by the end of mixing this. But they are well worth it. Every time I make these, they are gone. And everybody that's ever tried them is like, oh, wow, what is this? These are really good. Sometimes, like this Sunday, we did have leftovers. And me and Donna Jean, we like to eat them even cold once they've been in the refrigerator overnight. I mean, they're best once they come out of the oven, but they're still good cold as well. So what I do is get this all mixed up and then put these in a mini muffin pan. I only have one mini muffin pan, and I don't make these enough to warrant getting another mini muffin pan. So I end up having to do about 3 batches in and out of the oven to get all of the mixture cooked. So I'm just going to roll these into balls on the mini muffin pan. Of course, I spray it first. And basically the instructions are cook at 350. And I think Uncle Mark said to cook them for 10 minutes. And then you flip them over and cook for another 7 minutes. But again, you got to know your stove. I end up doing mine for 9 minutes. And then I pull them out, and you're going to see me flip them over so that all sides get nice and golden brown. And I do about another 8 minutes. Again, never ever made sausage balls in my life until last year when I found this recipe. So there's probably more recipes. If you make an awesome sausage ball, definitely share it with me down in the comments. Here's my egg casserole, all finished. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious. So we ended up having this Sunday. It was like a brunch for Sunday. I pulled the sausage balls out, and you can see I'm just going to flip each one of them over. Again, I want all sides to get that nice golden brown. So we had it Sunday. I ended up having a little teeny piece of it Sunday evening. Monday, I ate it for lunch. It's not Monday evening when I'm editing this, and both girls had sports tonight. So I don't have anything prepared for dinner. And you know what? I think I'm going to have it for dinner as well. That's how much I love that egg casserole. And the sausage balls by Monday night are just about gone. So I'm a little sad because I won't be able to have these. All right, going back in the oven for about another 8 minutes. And this is what they look like all finished. So I hope this gave you some ideas for a Christmas morning breakfast. Fairly easy, super delicious, and there you go. Again, share with me what you do for Christmas breakfast. Well, you can see we got the snow, and Donna Jean decided to go outside and build a snowman, and she was having to throw snowballs for Clarky to chase because he was trying to eat the snowman. Donna, look at your cute snowman! I love it. Clocky, are you having so much fun? That's a big one, Don. How'd you get it up on the porch? Oh, hello.
The first one I had to roll it because I couldn't carry it, but the other 2 I carried.
Oh, wow. It's a big one, Donna, a big one. All right, we just have a little bit more decorating to do. We are coming close to the end of this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate you, and I hope the video inspired you to tackle something in your house, or like I said, gave you an idea maybe for a Christmas breakfast or just any type of breakfast or brunch maybe that you want to do. So I'm just swapping out some pillow covers. Most of the pillows I bought are 20 by 20, and I always buy the 18 by 18 covers because it just makes the pillows look fluffier. And now we're going to get to decorating the tree that gives me all kinds of trouble with the lights. My husband put the other tree up in the front living room and the girls decorated it, and I totally forgot to get a shot. But this tree, I am definitely focusing on I love, like, that's my favorite thing to do is the homemade ornaments, or if the girls made artwork and I turned it into ornaments. So I want to make sure that all of those special things throughout all of the years, I still have some that Grayson made when she was in school, that those go up on this tree. And I'm just sticking with basically traditional Christmas colors. We're doing a lot of reds and greens this year, which I absolutely love. I do have some like blues mixed in and things like that, but it's mostly a focus of like the reds and the greens. And actually, I also have a lot of gold because I love gold. And once again, we get a little sneak peek of Donna Jean. And she actually came to help me finish decorating this tree. So we're just going to get some bulbs up. And she had a pretty funny comment to make. I did buy, when we went to Hobby Lobby, I bought these like big lollipop picks and these little picks to put on the tree. They're super pretty.
These random ornaments don't need to be on here.
Yes, I do. Don't you dare, Donna Jane.
They don't look bad.
You made them when you were little. They do not look bad.
Like Mom.
Look,
It's playing with some squares on it.
So I like it. So there. Clarky, what are you doing? You funny boy. How dare she to tell me to take down the homemade ornaments. So this is what the tree looked like. I love it. I think it looks super cute. It has so many homemade ornaments on it and, you know, just some traditional colors. And it just warms up the whole family room and makes it look so festive. So let's take a look at everything now that it is finished. There were some things I didn't film. The girls decorated the mantle, but here is the Christmas tree with the mantle, or they decorated the fireplace. And my bookshelves with the things lit up. It's kind of what it looks like when the lights are not on at night. And I love this little corner over here. I think it turned out so cute. And then I'll just give you a view of what it looks like with the lights on. And everything looks super festive and I love it. And now we are all decorated for Christmas. Thanks again so much for spending some time with me today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'm going to see you again next week. Have a great day. Bye.